Have you ever stared at a glowing screen, vividly recalling a creepy cartoon from your childhood, only to be told that it never existed? Millions of people spent decades haunted by these phantom memories, debating in forums and scouring wood-paneled basements for old VHS tapes, trying to prove they weren't crazy. Eventually, dedicated internet sleuths began tracking down the physical evidence. Welcome to QualiFIVE, your destination for the top 5 best discoveries in the world, where quality meets quantity. Settle in as we investigate the internet's most legendary media discoveries. Recovering these files requires extreme dedication and sometimes sheer luck to prevent them from being lost to history forever. These 5 cases reveal just how fragile our cultural records really are. Number 5 is the Clockman. In the early days of internet forums, hundreds of users shared a traumatizing memory of a 1970s animated short about a creepy man who steps out of a clock to kidnap a young girl. Initial investigations hit a wall. With no physical record found for years, many concluded the terrifying short was simply a mass delusion. But in 2017, the broadcast was verified. The Clockman was actually a 1970s Czechoslovakian short film called O Porodnici. It aired on Nickelodeon's Pinwheel in the 1980s, traumatizing a whole generation of kids. Number 4 brings us to a 1975 Sesame Street segment known as the Crackmaster. It featured a girl hallucinating that cracks in her wall were turning into monsters. The short was removed from television for being too scary for its target audience. It disappeared into the archives, leaving investigators with no trace of its existence for decades. In 2013, an anonymous collector uploaded the footage. Look closely at these 16mm film reels, the physical format holding the missing frames. Digitizing this format requires mechanical precision. You thread the fragile celluloid through a scanner, frame by frame, ensuring the footage doesn't snap. These first 2 cases show that childhood nightmares are often grounded in real, discarded broadcast history. Number 3 takes us to the BBC. In the 1960s and 70s, the network erased old broadcast tapes to save money on storage. Because of this cost-cutting measure, exactly 97 classic Doctor Who episodes were wiped from the record. Fans thought they were gone. But in 2013, researchers located a television relay station in Jos, Nigeria, holding international broadcast copies that were never returned. Inside, researchers found these metal canisters containing 11 fully intact episodes from the 1960s, a massive discovery. Handling aging metal tins requires care. The humidity-sensitive film required climate-controlled transport back to the UK to preserve the footage during verification. Before we uncover the final 2 pieces of lost media, make sure to hit subscribe, smash the like, and leave a comment. Is there a show from your childhood you can't seem to find anywhere? Cost-cutting and institutional neglect frequently put media at risk. Bypassing those obstacles often requires international physical recovery operations. Number 2 is Saki Sanabashi. In 2015, a 4chan user described an ultra-obscure 1980s anime they claimed to have found on the deep web. A massive online community formed around the search, spending thousands of hours cross-referencing production catalogs and crawling obscure sites to locate the tape. The search concluded in 2019 when the original poster confessed. The anime did not exist. It was a hoax that tricked the entire internet. Finally, number 1, the 1995 Shrek animation test. Animators spoke of this missing file for decades, making it a primary target for animation historians. Long before Mike Myers took the role, Chris Farley was cast as the voice of the ogre. After his death, the project was overhauled and the initial 3D tests vanished into the vault. In late 2023, the unpolished footage was finally unearthed. It survived entirely on a standard VHS tape. Magnetic tape degrades over 30 years. Pulling data from a 1995 cassette requires specialized playback hardware before the physical format fails. Whether the community is hunting a hoax or a legendary tape, the search highlights the internet's drive to preserve the past. These 5 cases demonstrate that preserving cultural history is a constant struggle against physical decay and technological obsolescence. Which of these mysteries blew your mind the most? Do you believe some lost media should remain lost? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching QualiFIVE. Click the video on your screen right now for more top 5 deep dives. As long as collective memories exist, the effort to recover lost files will continue.